Hey everyone, welcome back to Mama's Chunks of Love. Today we're going to talk about plagiocephaly, which is also known as flathead. And Adija here had a flathead. We're still working on it. We're just doing nights now. So I wanted just to go over that a little bit, but I also wanted you to see him in his helmet and see that he's happy and normal in his helmet. He just wants down to go play, so I'm going to put him down so he can go and play, and then we can talk more about plagiocephaly and Adija's process through the whole thing. So I want to talk a little bit more about plagiocephaly, also known as flathead. In today's video, Adija will be in the room playing on the floor, so I'm sorry if you hear some baby noises or some thumping. He loves to play on a big empty box that we have. Anyways, Adija is my first child, and I had no idea how to prevent plagiocephaly or flathead. I didn't know that there were different variations of it. So some children get it on the side of their head, and some babies get it on the back of their head. So you have to go to a specialist to find out which type your baby has. Adija was I also wrote it down, about 7 months old when we started his helmet process. He's going to now be a year old. So we're still in the process and we're doing nights. So a little bit of background. When we took him to his pediatrician, we did notice that his head was flat on the back, and so did the pediatrician. And she never really said anything about how to prevent it or correct it until his head was very noticeably flat. Once we were like, okay, his head is flat, what can we do to change this? She said that we could start rotating his head between the direction he was facing each night, and we could do more tummy time, and we could also put like a rolled up blanket underneath of him so that he would be on his side a little bit more when he slept. However, it was already too late. His head was incredibly flat. It was very noticeable. So we ended up going to see a specialist. And because his head was cosmetic and not surgical, his helmet ended up costing me $1,800. So the insurance didn't cover any of it, and we ended up submitting a claim just to double check, but it didn't cover anything. The specialist that you go to will measure your child's head to start with, and then they will do either a 3D scan of your child's head or a cast. We got lucky and we could do the 3D scan, so we didn't have to plaster and cast his head. I will insert a picture of him getting his 3D scan. I had a lot of questions when we first started the process. How is the helmet gonna help him? Is it gonna squeeze his head? Is it hurting him? What about temperature? It's really hot where I live. What is the whole process? I was really nervous about the whole thing. But his helmet is designed with extra space in the back so that his head can grow into it. There's no squeezing involved. Even though there is a Velcro strap, it's not putting pressure anywhere to keep his head from growing. It's still growing. It's just like asking the head to grow into that space instead of getting wider. When you first go see a specialist, they will discuss with you that the first day you'll put it on for an hour for your baby to get used to it, and then you will move up the amount of hours. So the first day was an hour, the second day was 3 hours, the third day was 6 hours, and then we just started going 23 hours a day. You can take it off 1 hour a day, whether that is 2 half-hour increments or if you want to take it off for a whole hour. we decided to take his off for a whole hour at night so we could do our bedtime routine, including bath, and things like that. It was difficult for me as a parent to take him out into the community and have people see a baby with a helmet and be confused whether he was having seizures or was like hitting his head against the floor. The community has no idea about plagiocephaly or why babies have helmets. I've had people ask me, oh, where can I get one? You know, my kid's starting to crawl or walk and I think he just needs a helmet. That's not at all what the helmet is for. So it's incredibly frustrating when you get people staring at you or just being like, oh, where can I pick one up? Because they're not cheap and it's not really a fun process not being able to kiss your child's head all the time or having to take his helmet off and he's got a stinky head. You know, there's a lot of things that are not super fun about it. I mean, it's manageable, but it's not the best thing on the planet. I got really tired of not being able to kiss his head, and so we started going to just nights before his head was at 100% perfect roundness where it was supposed to be, in the cosmetic range, as they call it. I think as parents, we just need to remember that our kids are so small. When they have the helmet, they don't take in any of the comments that other people make. So it's nice, but we do take the brunt of it. I had a woman towards the end of our helmet journey ask what was wrong with my baby and, you know, why didn't I work harder to prevent that? And it was I was trying to educate her and I should have just walked away because it got really frustrating towards the end. So I did want to mention a company called Bling Your Band. It's for babies who have helmets and they have hundreds of different types of stickers that you can decorate your baby's helmet with, and they're adorable. Adidja's were dinosaurs and polka dots, and it had his name. It still has his name in big letters, as I think you might have saw earlier. They have so many and they're really cute. It's $20 for some stickers and then you just Mod Podge them on so they don't rub off. I didn't Mod Podge mine and his color on his stickers did wear off, but they're all custom. It's one guy who sits and decorates them, so you can, if you get a blue helmet and you still want your baby's name in blue, he can make it darker or lighter or outlined in black, however you want. So they're a fantastic company. It helps, you know, put a little more confidence in them when they're out wearing the helmet. People are like, oh, those are such cute stickers. They don't focus as much on the helmet and what's wrong with your baby. So anyways, I wanted to just put in a little clip of me putting on his helmet so that you can see it doesn't bother him. It's mostly just the Velcro sound that kind of bothers him. Right now he's wearing it and he's playing in it and he's totally fine. And the temperature, his body acclimated to it, just like it would anything else. It's like wearing a hat all the time. It kind of fit him really well. So the doctor said, if you take it on and off, it's going to irritate him more. If you leave it on, it's just going to be like a helmet and a part of him and it won't bother him. And she was totally right. I never took it off except for the hour that I was allowed to because I wanted him to be comfortable in it. So I just want to show what his reaction is when I put the helmet on. The Velcro is probably the worst part. When we put on the helmet, but he's okay with pretty much everything else. So I'm just gonna slip it on. He lets me. Put your head forward. And you just gotta scoop him up a little bit. Sometimes if you have to do it by yourself. And now his helmet's on. You show everybody where your helmet is? So that's his helmet, and right now we're just sleeping with it. So during the day we take it off. Thank you all for watching Mama's Chunks of Love. I really enjoyed filming this video. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or ask your doctor if you have concerns about your baby. I just wanted to go over our story and how Adija handled the whole helmet process. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel and keep watching for new videos. I have one hopefully coming out on allergies soon because Adija is allergic to everything. So thanks guys. Have a good day.